Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. A strange video today because I'm filming on location with this man, Rick the Spud. Rick, introduce yourself and what we're doing here today.
Rick the Spud, as John's already said. I've got a YouTube channel. John's going to put a link on the screen about here. I'm giving some editing to do already. And this is my little Honda Active that I imported in January. It took me a month or so to get the parts over to get it on the road properly, because I realised even though it was 1990, it was on its original cam belt, original water pump. So I thought, because seeing as it was 35 years old, it could probably do with getting changed. Got it all on the road, so mechanically it's now spot on. So new timing belt, water pump, new oils, all the filters and everything, but it looks exactly the same as it did when it came off the boat. So it's a bit rusty, it needs a clean. I haven't touched the interior.
And that's why I'm here, isn't it? Because Rick contacted me about rust and all these built hamper products, but the one area of built hamper that I don't understand is their rust protection or rust treatment system. So what we're trying to do is solve all of this and some of the rust underneath the vehicle. So what's the plan of attack with it?
So plan of attack is these products here. So got some corrosive, which you probably know more about than I do, which is what's that fallout.
Yeah.
So we think that we're going to blast the bed and some of the truck with it, and that's all going to go purple. We hope it's going to. Because also a mate of mine that imports these and helped me import this one said when they come over on the boat, they're on the boat for like 2 months. And when you paint the whole truck with it, actually all the iron oxide that's on the truck will come off.
So this is surface rust, isn't it?
I think most of it's surface, and some of it is actually, see if you rub that, some of that's bled. So I think actually it kind of looks worse than it is.
Yeah.
Some of it is a bit of filler. There's a bit of, I don't know if a little Japanese man has like dropped a paint can over there. It looks like some filler and some other bits.
So with step one, if we cover this car in Corosol, this surface rust is going to turn purple and dissolve, and then we rinse it all off and maybe go again as well, because it's probably not going to get it all off. But the aim is with the Corosol treatment to get as much rust dissolved and rinsed off of the car first, step one. Then after that, what are you going to do? Because I don't understand any of it after that.
Well, so the plans, I've done this a little bit on my rusty MX-5, is when it's completely dry, and it has to be completely dry, you can't mix it with water or anything, we're going to go for the Hydrate 80.
So it's a converter?
It's like a converter, yeah, so that's going to attack the rust, and I think when you put it on, it's like slightly like bluey, I'm not really sure, and then it reacts, takes like 24 hours, and then it reacts with the rust and turns black, kind of cures it, and stops it hopefully from going rusty.
So that you're going to treat all of this surface afterwards with the Hydrate 80?
Pour it into a pot, and then slap it on with a paintbrush.
And then after that, you're going to etch primer all of this and then paint as required. Now, you said one thing that's really important is you're not looking for a show car. This is going to be used.
I delivered potatoes with this last week.
That's why it's called Rick the Spud, by the way.
I deliver potatoes, not normally in a little truck like this, normally in my Transit.
So this is going to get used. It's going to get hammered. It's not going to be a show car. Rick doesn't want to like paint it all to perfection. He wants it to retain the sort of patinaed look and you know, use the vehicle, which is what it's for.
This has been used in Japan for 35 years, and I kind of don't want to just completely wipe the slate clean. Like these little stickers are all from Japan. This is still the writing on it from when it went on the boat. That's a sticker from Japan. I don't want to just completely start again.
Keep the history.
I just love Japan, the Japanese culture, and I love all that sort of stuff.
So once all this surface rust is off, treat it with the Hydrate 80 and then etch primer onto that and then paint as required, but not go mad with the paint so it all looks like it's been...
potentially kind of get it up to about here and then maybe like spot treat some of this stuff, I don't really know.
And because if you don't do that painting, all the exposed steel is going to re-corrode.
Correct, so some of this is bare metal, so we need to get some paint on that.
That will freshen up this, so that's the top part of the car. And what about underneath it?
I think similar underneath. It actually doesn't look too bad underneath. My MX-5, which is only 20 years old, has literally got holes of rust in it underneath. It's just over there, you can see it. And I think that getting some Hydrate on there.
Brush off any surface rust.
Yeah, brush some of that off, get some Hydrate on it, and then probably maybe a bit of paint, maybe some Hammerite.
Yeah.
Our mate Danny apparently reckons he's good with a rattle can, so we're gonna. I might draft him in at some point and get him to get some Hammerites underneath.
What about these two?
And then on top of that, so this is a cavity wax which comes with a long bendy straw.
Yeah.
So you poke that up the chassis legs and you press the button. I've used that on the MX-5 as well, and it kind of it's like a long straw that's got a flat end on it and holes all around. So you push it all the way down the chassis legs, press the button, and as you pull it out, it does like a 360 spray and does all the inside of that.
So that's for the insides.
Inside of the chassis legs, and this is for the outside of the chassis legs. So Dynex UC, which is undersill clear, so they do a UB, which is black, and then the clear, and then the C one is clear. So we're going to slap a load of that on. And then that will just prevent it from future corrosion and stone chips and all that other stuff.
Brilliant. Fucking stinks.
Mate, look at that already. Wow. Look at that.
Well, fucking, that's lighting up like a Christmas tree.
Look at that, mate. That's incredible. This is why I invited you along, John, so you can do all the work.
We should get a pump sprayer, really, shouldn't we?
Yeah, you should do. Your hand's going to be hurting.
It's my strong arm.
I don't know what you mean, John. Oh yeah, do the inside of the. Mate, look at that.
Thing with this stuff is, it goes purple. And if you leave it too long, it goes back to rust.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You get like a reverse reaction.
Well, I'm going to do a quick Insta. This is the only reason why I invited John along, so he can do all the work.
Have one arm like Popeye.
Mate, look at this. Look at that. That's insane. Mate, you missed a bit.
Where? Oh yeah. Yeah.
God, wow, look at it. That's impressive, man. That's really impressive.
That's it. We're ready to jet wash. This is going to take a load of the rust off.
This is literally going to be. Look at it on the floor.
Yeah.
Right, we ready?
Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what, the amount of rust that's taken off. I guess everything we see that's purple is basically rust that's been converted. So anything purple you rinse off the car, it's less rust.
Mate, look at that purple swimming pool.
That is crazy.
Watch it, look at it coming out the other side.
Red water. Ah, on the wrong side, hold on.
Man, look at that.
Well, the amount of rust we've rinsed off here is ridiculous. We're going to go again though, because there's still more rust. The product reacts, you spend the product if you like, that's the reaction done. So it's reacted heavily.
Mate, look at that.
I know, there's a lot of rust come off that. That's all rust, that's going to turn back into rust as well there. So probably just rinse that away. And then we go again and try and get more of it off. But it really
That's insane.
Take that surface rust off of the
thing. It is. That's like...
Look, and what's left as well is kind of softer on there as well. So this is all surface rust. So we'll go again and get this. What we want is less rust and more kind of exposed metal. So there we go. That's round one. So much on there. Wow. So guys, we've used up most of the Corosol And we can't get all of the rust off because there's so much on there, but the difference in the corrosion, you know, the amount of rust that we've dissolved and got off this bed now, and without too much effort, which is kind of cool.
Literally
jet washer.
spray it on, jet wash it.
Yeah.
Look at the, I can't. It doesn't even look like the same truck.
Yes,
Obviously, it hasn't brought the paint back.
Yeah.
But it's like the whole bed was pretty much brown, and now it's pretty much white.
So this has all got to dry off now. Then Rick's going to go on to phase 2, which you'll be able to follow in his video, where he's going to be using the rest of the products to convert what's left, you know, in a rust converter, and then it will harden off, and then a primer, and then paint. But that was a pretty quick, rapid way of getting rid of a ton of rust.
20 minutes.
And it was good fun as well.
20
Rick.
minutes. It was like a purple swimming pool. Look over there.
I know.
It's like a purple swimming pool. We're going to have to wash the yard down.
So now we've taken 2 tons of rust off this vehicle, it's going to go a lot quicker. All that remains is to do a little maiden test drive so you can experience this thing.
We're going to try. If we get some speed up, we'll dry it off, John.
I want to see it start. Mate, it starts on the button.
On the button. Yeah, you can't get much on the radio, mate. It's an AM radio.
You know what? This would be a fun thing to tour around Europe in.
It wouldn't. Once you've done an hour, your feet ache.
That's all right, I'll be the passenger. Yeah, brilliant, love it. Okay guys, well thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. This is a sort of start of exploring de-rusting for me, and I'm interested to see the end results. And like I said, don't forget to follow Rick's journey getting this van fully
Like and subscribe.
de-rusted. Yeah, like and subscribe, Rick the Spud and Forensics Detailing. Take care guys, we're about to hit the road. Ah!
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I when